Hello and welcome back to our Out of the Park Baseball 23 save with the Colorado Rockies. And here we are on the season predictions. This division is not expected to be as good as last season, with the Padres being 61 and 101. Us being 79 and 83. Same thing with the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers predicted to be 75 and 87, and the Giants predicted to be 97 and 85. Along with having the best pitcher in the National League, expected to have 13.85 Ks per 9. This guy's absolutely insane, although they are picking him at closer this season because his stamina has gone down. What would it take to get him? Alright, they don't want to give him up. Doing a little bit of scouting here. Oh, how about giving me him? Really? You don't want to give me him? Oh, word. I understand. Okay, yeah, they don't want to give me him. Obviously, he's predicted to be a top 10 batter in the NL this season. But Dylan Shrum's up there. That's about our only player here. Bryson Moore is expected to be really good. I don't know how they're expected to be this bad with two of the best pitchers in the NL. This is what the rest of the NL looks like. The only 100-game winner in the NL is expected to be the Philadelphia Phillies, or the only predicted 100-game winner. That'll be the only predicted 100-game winner in the entire league. The Seattle Mariners predicted to be finish second, after beating us in the World Series last season 4-3. Bichette, Guerrero, and Griffin Conine for the Blue Jays predicted to be very good. And then Texans predicted Texans. I always call them the Texans. The Rangers predicted to have two of the best pitchers in the AL, as well as Corey Seager and Thomas Sagasi. Sagasi is what I'm going with. But Dylan Shrum is predicted to be very good. Predicted to have a 610 slugging percentage. He was great in Miami for 4 seasons. I expect him to absolutely go crazy with this home run power and contact and eye and avoid Ks. He's going to be our DH for the next, I think, 7 seasons? Yeah, the next 7 seasons, or at least 6. Depends if he opts out or not. Hopefully he doesn't win the MVP, or else we'll have to pay him $1.5 million for winning the MVP. This is our lineup for the season. Actually, no, it's not, because we have, let's see, we have 4 injuries right now. Jaden Gilliam's going to come into the first guy down is going to be Duckinich. He's been really good in AAA for the past couple seasons, and he was really good in the majors last year. You know, I might keep him up. I might keep him up and just get rid of Marte, send him back to the Yankees, because he's earning a lot of money, and then we'll just keep Gilliam. Go lefty for righty there. Ohtani's gonna come in and be a backup right fielder. He's not gonna pitch anymore. He's gonna be a backup right fielder / DH. Yeah. Alex Santos is going to come back and be the first guy on in long relief. He'll probably come up for Duckinich, to be honest. Actually, no, he's a fly ball pitcher. I might trade Santos. And then Benny Montgomery's out for 2 to 3 weeks, our starting center fielder. But Joka Juric is gonna come up for him. As soon as he comes back, Mojica will go down, and Joka Juric will stay up. So yeah, that's the team. Let's get into the first month of the season, or first and second month of the season. Walter Ford, one of our starting relievers, is out. That's not Walter Ford. This is Walter Ford. Extreme fly baller, but he has been pretty good for us in the past. Is out for 5 months with shoulder inflammation, so he is gone. And Gilliam comes up. M's out with a sore hamstring for we don't know how many days. Or he's out for 4 days, which influences his running, but he also has a second injury. So let's just sim and see what that is. Hopefully it's nothing. Let's see what it is. It's nothing. Alright. So we are 4-7 to start the season. We're not even done with the first month though. We'll see what happens. So yeah, let's just go back to Semin. And here we're trading away Alex Santos just for a 4A guy. Just a backup utility infielder. Yeah, we just need to get rid of Alex Santos. So that's that trade. We are up to 6 and 7, and Gilliam came back. So, yeah. Benny Montgomery comes back in 5 days. That'll make our team better. So let's just keep getting out of the sim. And Flaherty got bone chips in his elbow. He's out for 7 weeks. Our second best starter, unfortunately, out for a while. But we do have great starting pitching depth. We're gonna send him onto the IL 15 days. Although he's gonna take a lot longer than that. And Fitzstadler will come up. No, Christopher Sanchez will come to the rotation. I don't like that. I'm actually gonna bring in Duckinich because I don't want 3 lefties. I don't want only 1 lefty in the pen. Although he probably deserves it after everything he's done for us. Claimed on waivers. I mean, he's been a great reliever for us. World Series champion. He deserves a start. He deserves a starting gig, but he's not gonna get it. Duckinich comes into the starting rotation, hopefully just because he has more stamina and 2++ pitches. He's gonna come in. Now Wego Ta's out for 5 weeks. That's very fun. Wego Ta, for some reason, wasn't starting this season, so he doesn't have the best sample. But that means, let's see here. Is no one Shoebark gonna have to come up? I don't like that. Alright, we're just gonna have to call up Ricardo Cabrera, I guess. No, we're gonna call up an extra pitcher. And that'll be Michael Kennedy. Michael Kennedy will come up. And then I guess Shrum's gonna have to play first base for the time being. Manuel Marin our DH. No, I want Jurich to get some at bats. Joker Jurich played really good for us in his 77 plate appearances, so we're gonna give him some more at bats. Montgomery's back. Christian Franklin's back. So yeah, we'll just sim to the end of the next month. We are in last place, dealing with a lot of injuries though. As Shohei comes back, he will come up and be our DH, which means that what's his name goes back down. Michael Kennedy plays, I think, pitched no innings for us, and then Otani will come and be the DH. I'm gonna sit to right field, and then do not have as a 2-way player. There we go. Shohei's the DH. He's apparently gonna be leading off. I don't know why. Yeah. He's gonna be leading off for some reason. Let's just get into the next month. We are 11 and 18. Only 3.5 games back right now, though. Not bad. Dylan Schrum is our best player right now, war-wise. Wisniewski's been great. Fried's been great. Duckinich has been great. Joka Juric has been good. Our team is very bad right now, though. I'm thinking about selling guys and kind of going into a mini rebuild stage. A couple year rebuild. But we'll see. We'll see at the if we're bad at the trade deadline, I'm gonna do that. But for right now, let's just get in the next month. And hit Otani torn his ACL. Alright. That's pretty much career over for Shohei. 60 day IL. Unfortunate. not nice for him. You don't like to see a torn ACL ever. So Michael Kennedy will come back up, go into long relief. Or, I guess, a specialist role. I don't know. They kind of do what they want. And that makes Manuel Marine come back in and be the DH. That's kind of a yikes. Yeah, nobody's really performing well, but everybody's kind of had super unlucky BABIPs. That being said, Zach Payne does have a 337 BABIP and is still hitting poorly. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens this season. Not expecting anything good. We're back, and we're 5.5 games back of the division and 3 games back of the wild card. Yeah, we're not as bad as I thought we were. Our batting has been awful, but our pitching's been really good this season, which is not what I expected when we lost Ohtani to injury and Flaherty to injury as well. Our pitching's been our strength. Dutkinich, Wisniewski, and Jacob Lopez have come into the starting role and really thrived, especially Dutkinich. They've been really good. I'm thinking of moving Dutkinich to a long relief role when Flaherty comes back, but Flaherty's on rehab right now. So let's just get into another month and see what happens. July is kind of the month of decision time for Logan Webb, for one of many. If we're not a good team, I'm gonna set the bar. If we are 7 or more games out of the division, I am selling. If we are not, I am buying. Pretty simple. I mean, the injuries are piling up here. We got Jacob Lopez out for 4 months. This is kind of a throwaway season. But the thing is that we don't have time for throwaway seasons with this team. This team is far too talented to have throwaway seasons, which means we're going to have to end up trading somebody. As you can see here, Flaherty's back. We have him for another 4 seasons. Same thing with Max Fried. We have him for another 2 seasons. But that means it's time's up for Logan Webb here. Logan Webb's going to have to go at the trade deadline, along with a lot of players. Oh, here we are. Flaherty wants to leave. I'm more than happy to accept his request. Give me a prospect package. Nobody wants him. Prospects and regulars, who wants him? Like 2 teams. They'll give us another bad contract for a guy who's not as good. They'll give us Kumar Rocker. I think Rocker could be good for us. Delete 100% of Rocker's contract. They also throw in They also throw in Brown and Noel. Just more minor league depth. And they'll eat all their contracts. Okay. They're throwing a lot of minor league depth here for us. What clock? Who's Urena? Ooh. You go to AA. We'll see what happens with this control. No. Alright, how about Connor Crisp? For Isaiah Jones? Hell yeah, I'll do that. 24-year-old in rookie league, or in rookie ball. I'll do that. For Connor Crisp, a guy who could start in the major leagues now, and has good movement, 3 good pitches, good control, below average stuff, but I mean that's what it is to be expected for a throw-in guy. And Kwok, what would it take to get Kwok in this deal? Same 2 guys. Alright. Daryl Perez. Scroll down, please. That's what I'm trying to do. How much of Dayro's deal will you take? Alright, if they're not going to take 100% of Dayro's deal, I'm not going to do it. So that'll be the deal there. Kumar Rocker, Eric Brown, John Kenzie Noel, and Connor Crisp for Jack Flaherty and Isaiah Jones. Jack Flaherty hasn't been good for us in so far this season. Was really good for us last year and really good for us the year before. But he wants to leave. He's 33. He's going to start regressing. So yeah. And he's a fly ball pitcher in course. Which means that we can bring up Kumar. Noel and Brown can go into the AAA system. And we also have to trade away Logan Webb. See what we can get here. Honchul Kim is interesting. Low work ethic, low leader makes me not want to get him though. Victor DeJesus is a DH type. We already have a DH type on our team, which isn't good. Volpe's interesting. But he's got an 8-year deal. Ernie Day's my guy here so far. Robert Hassel's interesting. I really like Robert Hassel. But he's only signed for 2 more years and he's going to want a lot of money. Victor DeJesus, can you play first base? No. So he's strictly a DH. Honchul Kim for 5 more years. BABIP's 219, but he had a career low he's at a low career BABIP, but he's a line drive hitter, so that'll go up. I want to sign it. I want to trade for him. What if we throw it in what if we throw in Christopher Sanchez too? And we retained 100% of Webb's deal. They'll eat 45% of his contract for a 25-year-old rookie ball guy. I'm good with that. We only pay, what is that, about 9 million? 9.8 million for 4 years of Honchul Kim. What is that? No, that's 5 years. Yeah, that's 5 years for Honchul Kim, who's going to be our starting second baseman. I'll do that. Dave Mendez, they throw him in. Might be the worst offer I've ever seen. Alright, chill out, man. It wasn't that bad. If you throw in some more of their 40-man guys, they'll accept more of the contract. Matthew McMillan. He's a good reliever, but he's a fly ball pitcher. Always getting 3.6 million. No, thank you. They're throwing Parker Wright, fly ball pitcher. He's just depth. Keep trying here. Maybe there's a guy that we're missing. Michael McGreevy has a good movement. We don't need more pitchers. It just comes down to that. Alright. We bring in Kim. Players leery of the acquisition. You guys are just going to have to calm down, buddy. Melendez, I think he's going to turn it around. Super low BABIP. And he's also really good defensively, so he's worth it. Honchul Kim. can we get for Zach Veen? Get Jason Dominguez. Get Jason Rosario. Torque couldn't play left, I don't think. No, Zach Veen's a real life Rockies prospect though. I don't want to trade him. I don't want to trade him. He's unhappy about his performance. He's unhappy about the team record. He's extremely popular here, so I'm not going to trade him. I'd like to keep him for as long as possible. Looking back at pitching though, Wesneski just signed his deal. Christopher Sanchez, what could we get for him? Bryce Bonin, no, he would not be very good here. James Proctor would be great here, but he has no control. Give me all batters. Rafael Marchand for a year wouldn't be the worst idea. Will Taylor's a really good backup outfielder. A hitting catcher wouldn't be a bad idea. Cesar Paz. He's such a good player. I love Avoid K's contact gap power with the line drive hitter. Cesar Paz is looking like he's gonna do it for me. Cesar Paz. He needs more time to think about it. You just said you would take it. Alright. Just throwing a 29-year-old guy who's never gonna make it out of rookie ball. Edwin Arroyo's got a low work ethic. Cade Curlin, 13th overall pick. Bad hitter, not a great fielder. That's pretty much the story of that guy's career. Not a good enough fielder to be that bad at the plate. We're just going to trade away Christopher Sanchez for Cesar Paz. They're unhappy about the sale, or unhappy about the trade. But that means we can bring up more younger pitchers. That'll probably be Connor Crisp here. What about Freed? Who wants... What could we get for Freed? Nobody wants him in a prospect package. They'll take him for Heriberto Hernandez. I just want to get this deal off our books. I don't think we're going to be good next season. They'll take 100% of his deal. Derek Curiel. Just another outfielder. We have a pretty big logjam at outfield. A fly-ball pitcher. Reed Trimble. Yeah, we're just picking up more outfield depth here. Heriberto Hernandez for Max Fried. Everybody's understandably sad about kind of us tanking here. But I mean, what can we really do? We're 5 games below 5 or 10 games below 500. Franklin just switched in the bullpen. Which means probably Michael Kennedy's going to come up. No, Mac Anglin's going to come in and start for us. I don't love that. I'm going to call it Michael Kennedy. I'm going to bring Michael Kennedy in the rotation instead. There we go. And then our lineups. Nothing changes here. Yeah, nothing's going to change here. So let's just get into the draft. Zach Veen wants to play for a winner. Alright. Zach Veen wants to play for a winner. I'm going to honor his request. I'm going to bring in Irvin Romero. Irvin Romero. He's extremely popular. The fan interest almost crashed. What's our fan interest looking like right now? 62. It was at 73 before the season started. So it's not doing too hot right now. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, we're obviously not a good team right now. There's no point in keeping our best players, especially when they're unhappy. Which means Mojica will come up. Then our lineups. We Jurich, Mojica, and Franklin. That's one of the worst outfielders I think we fielded so far this series. Not hot. Not too hot. Doing right there. So in the next episode, we're going to do the draft and the rest of the season. So yeah, thank you for watching. If we still make the playoffs somehow, I would be extremely surprised. Next year is kind of another selling year. I expect we'll sell a lot of our other guys. We'll see what happens though. Only 9.5 games back still. You never know what could happen in this series. Dylan Trum's been really good. Jacob Lopez has been very good. He's probably next on the selling block for next season. Wisniewski's probably going to stay with us for a while. Because he's an extreme ground baller. Duckinich has been good. Benny Montgomery's been good. Joker Jarrett's been good. Alright. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.